Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the Athearn SD60M. This is with DC, DCC, and Tsunami sound from Soundtracks. Now MSRP is $269.98. We're going to get looking at what this SD60M has in store for us modelers starting right now. Alright, quick unboxing here. Got the blue box from Genesis, label on the end like so. Limited warranty card from Genesis along with a limited warranty information, detailed information on what it covers, sign up for Athearn News, and the actual Genesis manual, which is more of an exploded parts diagram on this. Shows you the front. On the front it shows you how to break down everything for installation. On the back shows you which road names owned SD60Ms and shows you some prototype history. Then you got the locomotive itself. This is a patch job, so it's got a lighter area around the actual cab. Go ahead and slide the box off there. And just broke a piece off the locomotive, but that's my fault, so I won't hold that against Athearn. Just gonna roll with it here. So let that land a little too hard. Alright, so there you have the locomotive. We'll get everything unpackaged and we'll start with looking at some detail. Alright, before we get started, you'll notice a couple things on the locomotive. It is missing lift rings and windshield wipers. This was not done at release, so they have went back and had the factory provided kit. I just pulled the plastic off this kit. We'll take a quick look at it. Probably won't install it, but I will show you how to install it. So you know, but we will probably do a separate video for installation down the road. But you have a little paper here. It shows you where all the lift rings go on one side, and then on the other it shows you how the windshield wipers and windshield fits in on this side. You can always pause your screen if you'd like to read more. And then you have the actual parts. You have a panel here with a template to put up against the windshield so you know where the windshield wipers go, and you have the lift rings all on that metal bracket below. You see the lift rings lining up the bottom there, windshield wipers up top. So there you have it. Now also included in this kit are these tools, these little drill bits. So they even provide those with you to go ahead and drill in even further. They've already, I believe they've already got guide holes, especially for the lift rings, but to drill in to actually install those. So basically it was a mistake that they didn't get shipped with these installed, but Athearn's corrected the problem by providing the kit for self-installation. And then if they decide to run these in the future, I've been told that they will actually have them installed next time. It won't be a kit next time around. If they decide to run them in the future, don't quote me as something that they're going to for sure. Not these specific ones. That I do not know. So let's look at detail. As you can see, just in the essence of time, I was going to show you how to install that because just explaining it took long enough. But I will, explain to you that they are correcting the situation. So also, in the essence of complete fairness, what fell off when I pulled the locomotive out, and you heard the little thump as I slid the plastic casing off, was actually a windshield windshield sunshade. Boy, having a hard time here. Yeah, sunshade. So the sunshade was in the back, so it had fallen off prior to somewhere in transit or something, prior to that little thump. So I wasn't responsible for that, but it's very easy. They've got two little plugs that slid right back in. It was on this far side is where the one was missing. So let's start on the front and look at some detail finally after lots of blabbering. Get a little better zoom in here. As you can see right off the top, you've got the separately applied grabs on the roof here, number boards, sand filler hatches with a yellow accent. You've got the separately applied cab entry door, headlights, incandescent by the way. You've got separately applied grab going down the side here for the ladder. You've got stanchions, very thin. You've got the anti-climber, and below that you have the actual ditch lights here. Anti-climber, and along the side is yellow sill, which is more accurate for present day operations in the UP. You've got the MU and air hoses here, McHenry coupler, which is plastic. On the side here in the cab, you've got the sunshade. You've got the actual patch 2460 for UP. You have nice brake detail, jacking pads, mounted bell, underbody mounted bell, fuel tank. You've got the dustbin, or the blower housing, dustbin hatch. You've got fan grills here and here. You've got the exhaust here. Stanchions are nice. Looks like the one a little popped out there, but fairly sturdy elsewise. Might want to put some glue in these stanchions. A little dab of glue in the edge doesn't hurt anything, as they like to pop out here. So I always test that, because the old early Athearns, they used to come out like crazy. These are way better, but still looks like some of them might have missed a glue spot or just didn't get press fit well enough. You've got safety tread along the walkways there. Ladders going up the back, separately applied. Again, more air hoses and McHenry couplers. Coupler cut lever, front and back. Rear brake wheel. Got the radiator fan area, which is nicely done. And more of the same on the other side. Got this three-dimensional door here. Sticks out nicely. It's not just molded in. Or if it is, it's molded in with a nice three-dimensional depth, I should say. So there you have it. Let's take a quick look at the roof for you. And that does it for detail on this SD60M from Athearn. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and place this on the powered track here. Check out some sound features. You'll be able to hear the startup. Alright. We'll listen to some sounds real quick. 0 is headlights. F5 ditch lights, all of these work. Nice golden yellow. F1 bell. I'll go a little longer than I did. 2 is horn. One thing I noticed, flashing ditch lights out of the box. Depending on what this was, what road owned this before, that could be prototypically correct, but you can also adjust the CVs to where they don't flash. F2 is horn, obviously. F3 short horn. So what I mean by who owned it before is different roads may have had the SD60M before it became a UP asset, repainted, etc. Sometimes they don't mess with the flashing ditch lights controller and they just leave it as is. Sometimes they change it, so you can do the research to see, you know, what's more accurate. F4 is dynamic brake fan. 5, like I said, is sorry, I was trying to trigger the dynamic brake fan. 5, like I said, is ditch lights. 6 I don't have my guide, so I'm not sure what 6 does. 7 is code 17 lighting. And 8 mutes the locomotive. That's all the sound features we'll cover. Let's go ahead and look at operation. So I'm going to mute this. We'll go backwards here a little bit, and we're going to test speed control and motor. Anyway, 1 speed step. Let's try this again. There you go. 2 speed steps. 3, 4, and 5. Going in reverse, 1 speed step. Nice motor control on this. Once all the wheels are on. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there you have it. For those of you that want to hear the engine rev, while I do that, coder's just a tad late to respond to the motor control, but I was going back and forth in its defense, so I was going back and forth quite a bit. So there you have it. Let's go ahead and finish this review. Well, that does it for the Athearn SD60M. Again, you've got great pricing out there available, low to mid 200s, so you've got good prices there. And then the fact that the sound is pretty good. Only dings I could really find on it is that you have to install the stuff, but I really can't ding Athearn for that because they address the problem instead of just ignoring it completely. So from what I understand, it was too late once the locomotive shipped to catch it, so they had to basically go ahead and move along with providing a kit available for us to upgrade the lift rings and the windshield wipers. No other problems with this locomotive. A couple stanchion things, but not a big deal. Maybe I'm not as hardcore as I need to be, but these things are 1 and 2 minute fixes, even for myself when I consider my hands pretty fidgety. So it's nothing to raise an eyebrow at, but that's what you have in the Athearn SD60M. It's very nicely done. I love the detail, I love the patch job, and I like the fact that Athearn addressed the problems instead of just ignoring them completely. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll leave you with a quick run by, and I'll see you next time right here on my channel. Take care.